So we're trying to do our, as you've seen, we're doing our facade. So what we're doing is creating the letters for the facade. So if you just look at what we've created here, we're going to try to create something similar to that. And those are going to go in here.
Awesome. So we'll have Carnival on one panel, and then you'll see this, so there'll be one panel with Carnival, and then this thing, and then the other panel will have Manor, right? And what we'll probably do, so we have Carnival, the picture, Manor, and then down here we'll have Haunted House, and I'll show you guys a visual of what it's going to look like. So it's kind of hard to see, but let's see if we can visualize that. So there we've got that big clown mouth, right? We've got the striped red and white panels on each side. So Carnival, Manor, and then Haunted House. And then we're going to have these freak show posters in between. And so just to give you an idea, this is 16 feet tall. This is 8 feet by, so 8, 16, 24. So 16 by 24. It's going to go on the back of 2 tractor trailers. And these are the posters that we're going to be going. So there's 4 posters that we made. And as we said before, our friend Danny, she's the one who drew these for us. And then we projected them and made them. Alright guys, I gotta answer that phone, so stay tuned. Okay guys, so these letters, we're going to be making all these letters the same size, and then the C and the E are going to be a different size. So how we're going to do that to make sure we get them the same size is we basically marked out, we figured out that we want to make this about 1 foot and this about 2 feet. So to be consistent, marked a line, scored a line 2 feet by 1 foot, and that's what we've done here. And so we've cut that out, and you saw the C earlier, and this will be the E. So then obviously the A's will probably be like more like 1 foot by, I don't know, 1 foot by 1 foot. I haven't decided yet, but definitely the same width, but probably not as high. And then we have a consistent measurement for each one, so we know that that's our top, that's our bottom. So that's just the method we use to make sure there's a consistency in the sizes of the letters. There we go, the E, unpainted.
What we're going to do before we paint these is we're going to use primer, and we use Zinsser's 123 because this stuff really, it goes to everything. Like, so let's say you're going to paint tile, this can paint over tile. Even though it's shiny, you can still paint over it. And this is like a plastic product, foam, so we're going to prime the whole thing, like even the sides and here and everything, and then we're going to paint it with our overcoats after.
So basically it gives it a seal so that the paint for sure is going to stick to it.
It creates a base so the paint will adhere to it.
My name's Susan Rizzo, and I volunteer at the charity PowerHouse Halloween Haunt, and I'm also a baker. So
and this is what she brought in for us today. Awesome cupcakes, oh they're so good.
So when I paint, I like to put a whole chunk on like that, and then work it out from there.
So you're covering this entire thing, right? Front, back, sides, everywhere. So
Not
this is the primer.
back, just front and sides.
Okay, and we're going to be gluing this down to the
The reason
plywood.
I'm not doing the back is because we're not painting the back, and because it's a better adhesion without paint. Because when you glue something that's painted, basically the paint is being glued on instead of the item. So if we glue right from this, it'll be better adhesion.
So one thing you want to look out for is drips, right? So you can see there's a drip right there. So could you dry brush that one? So what you want to do is take your brush and you just basically are dry brushing it to get rid of it. So that's something, you know, drips happen and you just got to be aware of them. And when you're painting, you just are always looking out for that kind of stuff so that you have a good product at the end. Easy A. Sweet, there we go.
I was just saying, like, some people might want to push, but it gives a little bit of a, you can see how it's not as smooth.
Yeah.
But if you pull, you have a little bit more control over it, and you push with the foam. So it's a pull with the tool and a push with the foam.
Oh, okay, and that's the best way to get the smoothest edge.
That's my liking. I mean, everybody's different, but that's the way I like to do it.
And for those of you who are not familiar, this is the Hot Wire Foam Factory tool. We've been using it for a while, and we carve a lot of stuff with it. So it's pretty good. I wouldn't say it's great for industrial. Maybe some of their other tools are, but that kit is more for like your home haunt. And we've had to return to the manufacturer a couple times now, and they're pretty cool about it because we've used it to the max. Right? We carved all these letters out with it. We carved all these letters out. You can see there's some depth there. What else? We carved a few things. Who am I kidding? We didn't carve a few things. We've carved a ton of things with it. Most of the stuff we do with like an X-Acto knife. Like, you know, we just cut a V out of it and then scratched it with a bristled brush and then hit it with a hot gun. But we'll talk more about those kind of techniques in the future and some how-to on that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of HauntVentures with Melissa and Jason. And tell us if you use the hot wire foam gun and maybe talk about some of the things you've carved with it. And if you have any, throw up a video, guys. Throw up a video response of something that you've done with the hot wire foam gun. We'd like to see it. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.